Hi guys, and welcome back. I've rung Charles this morning. They're sending me a seal for this on this end. They forgot to put them in the package, and I didn't have an invoice, so they forgot to put that in as well. They are a good company and they're very helpful. Right, we're going to change the orbitrans, which is there. You can see it. I just wanted to just explain a little bit why the bucket's there. When I bought it, that was like it, exactly the same bucket, and what the guy used to do was catch the oil coming out of the orbitran and carry that with him. A spare bottle of ATF fluid. He used to pour it out of there into there and then back into the pump, obviously through the filter, and that's how he'd run it for years. You know, he'd even gone to all this trouble in putting this thing on and to keep catching the fluid so he could keep putting it in again instead of just changing the orbitran. That's how it is. I've had the tractor, what, 10 years, maybe, I don't know, and I've never changed it either, so I'm just as bad, aren't I? But I don't use it as much as he did. Right, we'll get all this cowling off and get into the orbitrans. Alright, just keep you updated. I've got the two side panels off, and you can see the orbitrans there. And there's only two bolts in it. Somebody's been in there before. And I've got the, I'll show you. I've got the dash top off, which is got loads of room. Took the speedo cable off, and then down there, as you can see, is there's only two bolts in it. There's one there and one at the bottom. So I'm hoping, I've not read the book, but I will if I have to. I'm hoping there's just those four bolts, should be just two bolts to take out, and the orbitran drops off the drive. I'm hoping that's just how it is. So I'm going to get a long socket and 1/2 inch plugs of it, 13mm, and see if we can drop it off. But yeah, up to now there's loads of room on all these wires. That's your oil pressure gauge pipe there, so we don't want to rip that off. We don't rip anything off. Yeah, it don't look too bad really. Doesn't look too bad at all. And while we're in here, we'll check the reservoir fluids for the brake and clutch as well while we're in here, because I know I've got a little bit of a leak, but that's another job to do. Once we get this done, we're going to just reseal the back end. We've got a little oil leak on the back end, so we're going to back up the ramp and see if we can reseal that. But anyway, let's see if we can get on with this thing. Of course, the 9/16. Right, that's like just the pipes around the back. We'll look around on the side. There's a clamp around the bottom pipes of them, just so you can see it there. What holds the throttle housing up. Didn't see that behind the clutch panel. So, back to your lads, it's difficult to get you in here as well. I'd like to put you on the other side, but the sun's shining and it will just blank you out. I can always try. Right, I don't know if I can show you in here. It's very difficult to see. That bit there, difficult to get the camera in. Somebody, I hope you can see. There he goes. I know we're on the tilt, guys. Sorry, it's behind all these pipes and the brakes. Somebody has welded it on, welded the bottom on of the throttle arm. As you can, oh, there it is. You put a lump of weld on it, so I can't now get the clamp that goes round the pump off. So I'm going to have to try and cut it with a Dremel. Now, you don't use a Dremel very often, but when you do, you definitely need one. So I'm going to try and cut that weld off with a Dremel, take the unit off the bottom, and then hopefully the clamp will come off the bottom of the drive pump, and we'll be in business. Okay, I'm sorry it's on the side, but I can't get in the other way. Don't think I can. No, I can't. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, there you go. There it is. It's welded on. Right, we'll cut it off and we'll get back. Right, okay. As you can see, I've got something to poke at it. That bit goes around the bottom of the orbitrans, around this piece here. And it's for the throttle body. Or sorry, the throttle, bottom of the throttle unit, the hand throttle. Now that's broken, and we'll show you that later. I'm going to have to make a new part for it. So I've had to grind the weld off because somebody had welded it on, and that was stopping this unit here from coming off the bottom of the orbitrans. But anyway, we're off. So the parts are still on. So what I'm going to do, I hope you can see, I'm going to get these pipes undone. I'm going to number them all first, get them pipes undone, and we'll put the new orbitrans on. You can see around the top here where it's been leaking. Look. So it's obviously been leaking for at least 10 years, I would say. So we'll get the new one put on, and then we can get it bolted back up in position. We'll use footer bolts this time, and then we can start work on the throttle unit and try and make a new bracket for that. I'm sure with the mill and the lathe we can do something and make a more substantial one that it's already got. So that's the plan. So that's what I'm going to do now. I can't get you in with the camera to show you. There's just not enough room for me and you in here. So that's the orbitrans down. The steering unit is up here, the steering wheel. It just bolts straight against this plate here. So normally what you do is undo the throttle linkage down that side, drop it off the clamp, and then undo the clamp around the bottom of the unit. That falls off, then unbolt it, and then your pipe's off. That's how simple it's supposed to be. but somebody had to go weld it on. Right, okay, I'll get that off and we'll get back to you. Right, as you see, it's all in place. We put the throttle unit back on. If it'll show up in there. You just see it moving there. We're not going to put the dash and everything back in yet because if we get any leaks we're going to be stuffed. But it's quite an easy job to do. If there's a leak on any of the parts you'll have to come off again, that's the problem. So I did mention about putting some extra bolts in the top of the orbitran, but there's only 2 holes, there's not 4, so couldn't do that. And that saved the day. If it hadn't been for that, I would have been well stuck because it was welded on. That's it from this side. It's all nicely and tidy in place. I've numbered the pipes just to make sure we've got the pipes in the right direction. So right, we've just got a throttle unit to make and we're done. Alright, we've just got this to make. It clamps on the bottom of the throttle rod, so the bottom of this, which is under there, you can see my hand, the bottom of that, which fits onto that, which operates the throttle, and this is the piece we're going to have to make in the mill. So we'll stick to tonight and get that made, get it slipped on, and then we're just waiting for parts tomorrow from Chardonnay's to come and hopefully, if you can see that alright, yeah. And somebody to weld it on. What a stupid thing to do, honestly. It's been repaired before though, you can see it's been welded, look. And somebody welded it on. What happens is that goes on like that, and then you put a bolt through here and it clamps it on to the rod, and then as it's moving around, as you move the throttle, it pulls the throttle cable on the diesel pump. Right, we'll get on with some metal, see if we can make one of those.